Namaste, everyone. So let's talk about meditation. Yes, the medication for the soul, the fuel for the soul. I've been meditating for many years now, and meditation for me, it's something that it's not something that I have to do it. I'm craving for doing it. It's really part of my sacred ritual routine. Morning and every morning, also in the evening. So I meditate 2 times a day for 25 minutes, half hour, and I just feel that meditation has helped me in so many levels. The first time that I started yoga and meditation, it was because I was dealing and really battling with anxiety and depression, panic attack. I've been struggle with anxiety and depression for many years. I went through treatment, medication, which was a blessing in my life. Medication can really help us, but it doesn't heal us. So with time, I start to really get in touch more with my health and take the responsibility and ownership for my own self-care. I was very disconnected with myself. When I started yoga, I was 23 years old, and wow, almost 20 years ago. I'm 42, and I started yoga because of a disconnection that took me to such a dark place. I was so not feeling it my body as a temple. So I was not really conscious of the food that I was digesting, also the people around me, the environment, yes? So with that experience of depression, and I went through a severely depression episode where I literally got sick. And depression has nothing to do in being depressive person, yes? And depression can come as an illness and actually can really take over as in your body because you become very disconnected. And when that happens, medication can really help you and support you for you to get back into your feet so you can get back into your life. However, it also can help you to really looking for your own healing power that it's only in you. It's inside of you. And that's when I started yoga. I started yoga because I was feeling this so much disconnection and I have no idea of what yoga was really about until my friend invited me to this class and I took it, and I remember it was very slow class. I was all about breathing in, breathe out, and my mind was just wandering one thought after another, very anxious person. So being quiet still was just not an optional for me. And I'm a very hyper and energetic person. Like I'm a Pitta Vata, yes, in Ayurveda, which is the fire and water, and Vata is the ether and the air. But that's a different topic, different video of Ayurveda. So there's a lot of fire in me, yes, which is a great thing if we know and we become aware of this fire within. And what is the relationship that we have with that part of ourselves that can be very positive if you become aware and use in a very mindful way, but also can be very negative if you not pay attention to the outcomes that this energy can really bring into your life, and therefore it can bring a lot of consequence. Yes, so when I got into this first yoga class, it was a struggle for me, really struggle. Being still, breathing, quiet. I'm like, I am hating this class, but I stay there for an hour. And always to think about when this class is gonna be done. Oh my gosh, what time this class is gonna be done? And all of a sudden, we went through this last pose in yoga is Shavasana, where we lay down. Yes, it's the corpus pose. And I remember the teacher just start really continue with their beautiful cues and guide, and then all of a sudden, something happened. It felt like a magic, the magic within. In that moment, I surrender. I completely let it go. And was one of those epiphany moments like, aha, wow, I feel my breath. I feel this life in my body like I never felt before. I feel this sacred, beautiful temple that is my body, that I'm not taking care of it. And in that moment, it started the invitation for me. It started the invitation that it is possible, the healing. If I'm open to really dive into the core of my being and really come into this experience of feeling it and just being it. And that's what meditation is about. So meditation came to me with yoga. And at the beginning, I was really pushing myself of doing it. And I struggled at the beginning as well. But one of the things that I found about, even when I teach meditation, why we struggle, yes, what is about this, and when struggles comes, those are obstacles that perhaps will block you from continue, yes, that commitment with your own being. And that's why we ended up giving up, because we are not committed to our own well-being. We are not committed to the most important person on earth, which starts within. One of the things that people make a mistake, at least in my opinion, it is a mistake because I'm seeing it and I've been there as well. So I'm talking here through my own experience, okay? That people get in a place where they tend to put in themselves in a situation that is not sustainable. So you start, I'm going to meditate every day for 20 minutes a day, starting tomorrow. And then you start, first few days you're doing it 20 minutes. And then the next few days, not so much 20 minutes, you cut it for 10. And then all the way to 5 minutes until you actually saying, I don't have time for this. Meditation is not for me. And then you ended up giving up. And another way is that people also tend to avoid meditation because they are very hyper there, or most of us, right? Like the stress, it's pretty much in this I would say it all depends how we see stress, because stress can be negative and positive. It's all about our attitude with the stress or with the circumstance that causes stress. Yes, not to us, it causes the stress in the environment, perhaps to people. Anything that's happened with you has nothing to do with the circumstances or people around you. It only has to do with yourself. So those things that people say, oh, I was so peaceful until you came and you just throw me out of this peaceful mode. Well, you probably were not that peaceful then, because nobody should take or be more responsible for your own peace of mind. Only you. So blaming someone else to take your peace of mind, perhaps it's really an excuse to face your own truth. So people tend to also avoid meditation because of the way that they've been in their lives. Yes, I can't be still. I can't stop thinking. There is no way meditation's for me because my mind is like monkeys, one thought after another. Well, that's why we meditate. Yes, in fact, what meditation means, meditation, if you think about the word, I'm gonna meditate on this, it's like I'm gonna thinking about this, yeah, but it's an energy. Thought is an energy. So thoughts actually are part of the experience when we are meditating. So if you think about thought, the thought is the function of the mind. So the mind, we need the mind. We need the mind to think. We need the mind to do things, right? So the mind, it's really about doing it. However, what we got caught up is that we identify ourselves with the thoughts. And therefore we become the thoughts, and the thoughts become our reality. In meditation, it is really about a tool that will help you to notice in the thoughts like energy, just like clouds in the sky. They're gonna come in and you actually gonna notice them. You're gonna say hi to them. And then you're gonna detach from them by coming back to the breath, which the breath, it is this incredible tool that we have. And it's such a profound teaching that came from Buddha. Yes, Buddha means awakening. And when Buddha taught people, noticing your breath, and there you are. So the breath, it is this incredible tool that really help us to be present here now. So when we feel this mind wandering, when we're in this meditation, we actually accept the thoughts. We acknowledge them. And then there is a space right in between the thoughts. Just before one thought comes to another, there is a gap between the thoughts. This gap is what is the space element, is the ether element. This gap is what we call also peace of mind. This gap is the expansion of your consciousness that actually is vast and clear. So no matter how cloud and busy your mind is, your consciousness, it remains vast and clear. And this analogy, it's like in Buddhist, they really compare the mind like the sky. So no matter how cloud the sky is, it will remain vast and clear, just like the mind. So it is a tool. It is this incredible experience that we have when we meditate to get this gap, this space between the thoughts, start become bigger. It's like this expansion, yes, of this gap, this expansion of this space within, start to become bigger and bigger with time. You start to become more in tune with the sensations in your body, with the presence of your breath, and also you become more comfortable in noticing the thoughts without attaching to them. So they comes and they goes, and you just notice. So in meditation, all you do is to become the astute observer of your breath, of the sensations in your body. So I want to invite you to experience a short and sweet meditation right now with me. And if meditation has come to you once in your life and you perhaps didn't go through, and maybe you're still curious about it, knowing that it's always going to come back to you as an opportunity to experience this peace of mind that really lies within. So I invite you for just a few moments to feel the presence and the peace of mind. It's very important for you when you come into meditation to feel comfortable in your body. So whenever you're ready, that you find a comfortable seated position. You don't need to have your spine straight. You can lean back in your chair. Make sure that you're comfortable. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to relax. And let it out here. Your palms can be just on top of your lap. Sometimes, if you want, you can bring one hand to your heart and to your belly, especially if you still feel a little challenging to be present. Bring the hands to the heart, one hand to your heart, the other hand to your belly, just to feel the rhythm of your breath. Now take a cleansing breath through the mouth. And just start breathing, inhaling. Feel the belly rise all the way up to your heart. Exhaling from the heart all the way down to the belly. Just stay in this experience, inhaling, belly rise. Exhaling, let it go from the heart, ribs, and navel towards the spine. And see if you can start relaxing your jaw, face relaxed, mind relaxed. Inhaling, feel the belly. And exhaling. And now that you feel that your body is relaxed, that you are in tune with your breath, start to become aware of the surrounds. Noticing the sounds around you that is close and closer from you and further away from you. Noticing the scents around you, what you smell. Noticing the taste in your palate, the juice of life. Become aware of your eyes, your sight, as you take this gaze inward to the inner world, what you see. And then you become aware of your skin and feel every single thing that's touching your body. And now you become aware of everything at once. Your breath, sensations in your body, the sounds around you, taste in your mouth, scents surround you, what you see and what you feel. Just stay in the moment. And if the thoughts rise, they are energy. You just notice, acknowledge, and let it go by coming back to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And then whenever you're ready, you can start gently open your eyes. Take a deep inhale. You can release the hands. Take a moment to just notice how you feel. Very short but sweet. So important to give yourself this precious, incredible gift that you can give it to yourself. The time to reconnect, refill your cup, to recharge, because it will affect everything you do, you say, you think. And also, energy is contagious, so it will affect everyone around you. And when we are fully aligned and present, the probability for us to make mistake with words, thoughts, and action is zero, because we are aligned with the moment. Thank you for joining this video. Would love to hear from you. Make sure that you subscribe my channel and support. Thank you so much. So I'll be able to share more and more of this experience and incredible tools that we have with yoga, meditation, life coaching, and many other things that we're gonna be talking about in these videos. So hope you enjoy. Thank you and ciao for now. Big hugs. Namaste.